Hello, beautiful souls. Happy Friday. I hope you've all been having a wonderful week. And as always, I would love to hear from you in the comments or the live chats if you do happen to be watching this reading during the live premiere. I would love to hear how you've been doing, what has been on your mind recently. I really do love that sense of community that we create here together. So for today's particular reading and energy update, I had a bit of a different idea of how I want to go about structuring the reading. So I typically in the extended Patreon readings will channel into different people or energies that might be connected to you at this time. But I've actually decided that for today's reading, that's actually how I'm going to start out the reading here on YouTube. So we are kind of doing things in reverse. We are going to be channeling into who might be attached to your energetic field. And then in the Patreon extended reading, we will be taking a deeper look at each of the energies that come up in the reading. And of course, if at any point during the reading you do feel guided to join the extended version on Patreon, the link to that is always in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. But I can already tell that a lot of energies are kind of bombarding you at this time. Now, of course, this is a collective reading, but I do have it on my mind to specifically read for the divine feminine today. So most of you who resonate with this reading will feel more so in your divine feminine energy at this time. Although do keep in mind that these labels, divine feminine and divine masculine, are labels used to describe energy. They are not correlated necessarily to any particular gender or anything like that. We also do all have a balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine within each of us. So at certain points along your spiritual journey, you might feel more in your divine feminine essence or in your divine masculine. But for the divine feminine collective today, I really want to read into who is connected to your energy. So who is thinking of you, possibly speaking about you to others, wanting to communicate something. These can be romantic energies, platonic energies, or even spiritual energies. Sometimes the spirit guides come through these readings as well, or even your own higher self. Okay, so now that we've set the tone for the reading, I am noticing a few cards flying out right away. So keep in mind that for you personally, some of these energies may connect and others might not. It's very possible that for some of you, you may have been drawn to this reading simply because one particular energy that comes through is going to resonate, whereas it's very possible that the others might not resonate with you. So always use your own intuition to determine which messages are meant for you and which might be meant for others. But okay, finally getting to this very impatient card coming up here. This may be someone, I'm hearing the words impatient or impulsive. This person may be impatient or impulsive. For some reason, I'm seeing dimples, so that could be resonant for someone, or this person might like your dimples or your smile. I'm hearing them say, I can't get your smile out of my mind, so that might be relevant for someone listening. With the Knight of Cups reversed, this person is afraid of rejection. This is someone who is in a very strange space because they are feeling very impulsive towards you, like they really want to take action towards you. For some reason, I heard the word dad. I don't know if this person has something going on in the relationship with a father figure in their life. Maybe they themselves are a father, or They just give off the energy of someone who would make a good father. I don't know why that's coming through. Maybe they want to be a father in the future or want to have children with you someday if this is romantic. This person is like, the words coming off most strongly from their energy are unrequited love, but it's because they are afraid that you, Divine Feminine, do not return their love for you. And the word intense came out as I was talking about their love for you. They have a very intense love for you to the point where it's almost putting them in this kind of hermit mode with the hermit upright at the bottom of the deck. This may be something they're hiding from you because this particular masculine may want to come off as though they are very sociable, as if they're living their best life, whatever the case is. But in truth, this person has really struggled to have the desire to go out, to connect. I'm hearing a woman telling them, get out there, meet people. This could be a feminine energy in the form of a friend. It was coming off as a mother figure for many of them. It could be a sister, but I feel like there may be someone in this masculine's life telling them to get out of this hermit mode, to go and meet people, to connect with people. And they are just brushing it off because deep down they know that they've completely lost that desire to go out, to connect with anyone here ever since they've connected with you, Divine Feminine. Now, keep in mind that time doesn't exist at the level of energy. So with any of these people that come through, this actually could be someone from your past. This could be someone you met recently, or even someone that you're going to meet futuristically. So they might just be connecting with your energy or like the essence of you. But this intuitive sensing that someone like you is out there is really preventing this person from wanting to go out and socialize or connect or meet with anyone else. I actually feel, though, the positive end to this hermit mode is it's really bringing them back to their true self. In the past, this particular masculine actually may have used social things as a distraction to allow them to not need to look deeper within themselves, to really connect with their true inner self. But I'm getting that somehow since connecting with you, either literally in the physical world, I saw a green gemstone for someone for some reason, or even non-physically connecting with you, so spiritually through a dream, through sensing you, through connecting at the higher self level, however you've been connecting with this person, they have been sent onto almost this like soul searching sort of journey that's happening through loneliness, through being alone with themselves. But again, there is this intense fear of being rejected by you. I'm also hearing fear of not being enough for you. And another card that came flying out here is the Devil in the reverse position. So this may be someone who has recently come out of a very challenging time in their life. This could be someone who recently overcame some kind of addiction, either a literal addiction or some kind of negative behavior pattern. They may have come out of a challenging relationship or connection. And this is also part of why they are attached to your energy at this time, Divine Feminine, is because I see the light. Like when I look at you, I not only see the light within you, but I feel that spark of light energy within myself. And I just keep getting this sense that this person has gone through a very intense, very dark time. I'm hearing spinning thoughts. So they are having spinning thoughts about you at this time, particularly again with that Knight of Cups reversed. Like it's like they have this cup, but they're at a standstill, an offer to make, but they aren't offering it. They aren't moving forward. And it's because of that fear of rejection. So with the Four of Coins in the upright position, for some reason I heard hoarding. So this person may hold on to a lot of possessions or things from their past, or this could be that they're living in the past. They might be looking back a lot at a prior time in their life. For some reason I'm hearing high school, possibly early college. I'm hearing glory days. They might see this earlier time in their life as their glory days, whereas you, Divine Feminine, they perceive as someone who is really fully beginning to come into their own. It's like this person sees as though they feel as though their best days are behind them, even though of course that's not true from a spiritual perspective, but they're very much in that limited mentality. They feel like the glory days are behind them. They may be very aware of their age progressing or something of that nature, almost like going into a crisis sort of related to that. I'm seeing something about a car as well. They may be having car issues or buying a new car or something. But I see that with you. Part of what is really intriguing them about you is I feel that if this is someone from your past, or even if you haven't met yet, regardless, it's almost like you and this person may have started from similar beginnings, or at one point in your lives, you were on a similar trajectory, but now you are really beginning to thrive, to shine, to really begin fully locking into your sense of purpose, pursuing your passions in life. Even if this is a pivot you're just beginning to make emotionally and energetically, this masculine is sensing that, and I'm hearing watching that, and they are feeling so opposite of that. They feel like they've kind of gone the opposite way, like they've lost themselves, like their best times are behind them. And it's like their soul is trying to manifest you into their life to assist them in shifting out that lack perspective and finding themselves again, or feeling like they can get back on track with their life. And this is why they are really locking in and latching on to the idea of you at this time. You might feel this person pulling on your energy. Again, it could be platonic or romantic, although I am feeling, again, that unrequited love. So this is probably a romantic context for most of you. So in the extended version of the reading on Patreon, I will be reading more into this masculine's energy, how this situation could potentially move forward, what they are going to offer you, because although they seem to be at a standstill, they are that knight holding that cup. So I do feel like there could be some kind of offer or communication coming from this person. We're also going to be channeling more into their true thoughts and feelings towards you at this time. So again, the link to that extended reading is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. But for the sake of the style of this reading, I'm going to keep moving forward and channel into someone or something else that is connected to your energy. Now, for some of you, if you feel as though there is a duplicate energy coming through, it might be that the same person could potentially be embodying two different energetic states in their healed and unhealed version, their empowered and disempowered version, them on a lower vibrational timeline, them on a higher vibrational timeline, etc. Because these are energies coming through, and they may not all necessarily be entirely different physical people, just the same physical person in multiple different energetic states or on different timelines, if that makes sense. So I'm really feeling pulled to the emotions deck. I'm really not sure why, but I'm going to follow my intuition here. Ooh, okay. So someone has been in denial about something who's connected with you, but they're beginning to realize something that they've been in denial about, because this denial card is reversed. We also have balance in the reverse position. So something about you or your connection to them, this realization they're having about that connection is causing them to feel a bit ungrounded, a bit imbalanced. I'm hearing this isn't normal for me. This is very out of the ordinary. So this may be someone who, if this is romantic, is falling in love with you, but it's very abnormal for them to get this attached or to develop these kinds of feelings towards someone. I thought that I could keep it light, but I was wrong. What else can I channel here about this particular person? Remain positive in the upright position. It's almost like that is what this person is telling themselves, like try to keep things light and fun and positive. This may be someone who in general has a very positive mindset towards themselves and their life. They may generally be very confident, but something about you is making them nervous or making them question something that they don't normally question. I'm going to get another Ask Angels card, and this says abundance. Okay, so this person, they can tell that you have a very abundant and free energy. Now, abundance, of course, is something that we each uniquely define and manifest and create for ourselves. So this doesn't have to literally be material, financial abundance. This could be just feeling on track, on purpose, confident within yourself and your life, having freedom within yourself, emotionally, physically, etc. This is a very odd energy. I almost feel like this masculine is perceiving you as having something that they didn't even realize that they wanted. This could just be you in general. Like when they connected with you, they thought they just wanted to keep it light and fun, but they didn't realize that they were going to be falling in love. If this is a platonic situation, I feel like this person felt really happy and confident about themselves and their life, but then they've connected with you and they see you thriving, having freedom, having certain things in your life that they don't have. This is someone who there could be a twinge of either, it's possible it's jealousy if this is a platonic situation where this person is a little bit jealous, but I would say more so inspired by you. But there might be a little twinge of, wow, I really wish I had that sense of purpose or that kind of freedom emotionally, or I feel like this person admires your authenticity. It makes them question whether or not they are truly showing up fully authentic in their own life. This may be someone who you were childhood friends with, if this is platonic. If it's romantic, this may be someone that you dated or knew when you were younger. This also could mean with this Six of Cups that this is a person who might come off as a little bit immature or almost like they're still kind of living in their childhood. They might still be living in their childhood home, or maybe they still live in the same town that they grew up in, and they're very much attached to kind of their childhood or where they are. This also could be even family attachments that I don't want to say are codependent for them, but for example, they may have an overbearing parental figure or something of that nature, but that won't be for all of them. So only take that if it connects with you. What else can I channel about this person's energy? If this is romantic, okay, now I'm getting the message. I kept feeling a twinge of something that almost felt a little bit strange or negative around that abundance thing. And now I'm picking up with the Queen of Wands. This person tremendously admires you, Divine Feminine, much, much more than they are letting on. They are, I'm hearing, astonished by you, whether it's your accomplishments, your state of thriving, something about your energy. It's almost like they are entranced by you. They might even literally use that word in their own mind, or hypnotized. That's kind of the sense I'm getting from this person. But I feel like they try to play it cool and maybe not fully let on how they're feeling. I saw an airplane, so a plane could be significant, or it may be that one of you would need to travel to meet up with the other physically. This is someone who sees you as that Queen of Wands energy. So someone who's very confident, someone who also is very level-headed. I feel like this is one of the things this particular person loves most about you. They feel like you're someone that they could go to with anything, and you would always hear them out fairly and clearly and understand them. I also feel like they perceive so much of the world right now as very superficial. Like they feel like many people they try to talk to, they can't hold a conversation with because the other person just isn't really listening to them. But you are someone who really hears them and understands them. With the Justice card upright, I heard karma. So, I mean, for some of you, this could be a karmic connection, but I am not getting that for most of you listening. Let's get some clarifiers. Okay, we have the Two of Pentacles and also the Four of Wands reversed. Okay, I heard something about this person feeling like they met their match. I almost kept getting somewhat of a little bit of a player energy. Again, may not necessarily be for everyone, but it's almost like this is someone who rarely falls in love if this is a romantic context. Someone who rarely lets themselves get in over their head is what I'm hearing. But with you, they have that Two of Pentacles energy. They see you as their match. And they can't help but realize it's like this person thinks that the two of you are extremely compatible, very much on the same level. They like the way your energy feels is what I'm getting. I'm seeing people talk on the phone, so you may have phone calls with this person for some of you. But with the Four of Wands reversed, they're feeling a bit uncertain as to whether or not they're going to be able to have a kind of reunion with you here. They don't feel like they're going to be able to win you over is what I'm getting from that person. It's almost like you are their karma in a sense, like in a light sense of the phrase. Now, of course, this could be a soulmate or a twin flame connection for some of you. So I'm not excluding that there could be a soul component here, but I do feel as though this is someone who may have approached your beautiful energy a little bit too lightly in the beginning, in a way that may have felt almost a little bit disrespectful to your energy, meaning not that they were actively disrespecting you, but they were just treating this like a fling or like a very light and playful connection and thinking that they would be able to brush it off later on, which they haven't been able to do so because now they're in this Ace of Wands energy. What their heart really desires is to pursue this potential that they feel with you, to embark on some kind of a romantic new beginning with you. It's possible that when you first connected with this person, they may have been dealing with external influences from their past. Maybe they'd gone through a messy breakup or even were in a karmic relationship at the time. This also may have been someone that was just very much valuing their freedom with the Fool card, very much just wanting to be free in their life and untethered and to really not tie themselves into anything long term. So they may have approached you initially in that kind of mood and attitude, but now they're realizing, it's almost like they're realizing they want the opposite of what they pretended to want early on. As kind of convoluted as that sounds, it's almost like in the beginning they pretended, maybe even to themselves, that they just wanted something very light, easy, fun. And now they're realizing that all along they actually have seen you as their match and they've wanted something much more serious, but they're almost worried that it's a little bit too late. They're worried they're not going to be able to make up for maybe perhaps kind of the way that they approached you in the past, that they're not going to be able to double back on this. They may even be talking about this to other people around them with Judgment in the reverse position. This person may have seemed to be lacking self-awareness in the beginning. They may have not really been accustomed to going within themselves and really analyzing themselves. I'm hearing you saw through this person. You saw them much more clearly than they saw themselves at the time of your meeting or connection, which simultaneously was mesmerizing to this person because they felt so understood by you. but was also terrifying because they weren't quite ready to face all of that within themselves. I do feel this particular person may actually be going through some type of an ego death with the 10 of Swords upright as well. And if that is the case, it's because there's been a spiritual awakening that connecting with you has actually sparked within them. I'm hearing something about music, so the two of you may connect through music, or you might hear certain songs or lyrics that really take you back to this person in some way. So, of course, in the extended reading on Patreon, we will be reading more into this second connection as well, what this masculine is thinking and feeling, how this situation could potentially be moving forward, and any other details that want to come through. So the link to that extended reading is in the pinned comment in description box underneath the video. But I am going to be reshuffling the energy oracle cards deck and channeling into any other energies that might be attached to you. And right away we have hostilities and financial constraints reversed. So this is more of a general energy that's attached to you. I feel as though you actually might be stirring up some conflict, either internal conflict within others or causing some kind of a projection of the unconscious collective shadow because of the way that you are massively breaking through barriers at this time. I'm hearing that energetically speaking, you are beginning to go places that none of your ancestors and even really no one in the collective at this time has gone before. You are truly on the leading edge of transforming and transmuting so many outdated, limiting programs and patterns that have been keeping people restricted for so long. And there may be people who are actually having conflicted reactions to sensing all of those barriers you are breaking through. Some of these may be people who are physically around you, who have perhaps known you for a while, who are now seeing you completely redefine your identity and your life for yourself. And I'm just hearing that some people might not be accustomed to you setting very strong boundaries, having this new sense of passion and purpose and identity, pursuing your goals wholeheartedly, whatever the case is here. But I keep getting this message from your guides to keep holding your center here, to remember to really build your sense of self from the inside out with the Journey card reversed, to find that sense of home and establishment from within rather than through any kind of external opinions or validations about you. This is what is going to propel you forward the most at this time, is your willingness to release the need to be validated externally. I'm hearing to create fearlessly and boldly. So if you are someone who is literally creating in your life, whether it is creating a business, creating an empire financially, or creating a relationship, whatever you are creating, I feel as though your creations are at this time requiring of you a lot of courage because of these mixed reactions that people might be having to you and to your creations. I will also say that something that someone here is creating is actually being created through transmuting hardship or transmuting heavy energy, transmuting pain. So you may be someone who has been through the lows of life, who has gone through very dark periods of time that caused you a lot of pain. And for some of you, you may have seen a lot of growth and evolution, but never really fully allowed yourself to air out those aspects of yourself that felt grief or felt pain. And I feel like now that you've really stabilized and grounded yourself, really become balanced in the physical world, for many of you listening, you may have felt intuitively that it's been time for you to heal some of those aspects of your inner self, whether it's your inner child, parts of yourself that you may have always been cognizant of, that you kind of brushed under the rug or kept beneath the surface. And for whoever I'm speaking to here, that healing may be coming through channeling that into something that you are creating. Again, whether you are transmuting that pain into beauty through artwork, through music, through writing, I feel like you need to know if you have some kind of channel, a creative channel that's coming up here, a place that you channel that energy of pain or hurt or grief from your past. Those channels are wide open and incredibly powerful at this time. I feel like what you are creating out of what you've gone through is going to be incredibly potent and highly, highly charged at this time. I also feel like this is going to lead to major up-leveling energetically and in all areas of your life, because this is a portal to deep personal healing, which is really going to energetically prepare you for that next level of life, so to speak, that you are beginning to align with. So in the extended reading on Patreon, I will be channeling more messages from your spirit guides, your higher self, whatever divine forces you personally connect with regarding your life purpose and path at this time, as well as, of course, all of the details that came out with the other two energies earlier in the reading. So again, if you're feeling guided to the extended reading, the link to it is under the video. But to close out the first YouTube reading, I'm going to be pulling one final Rumi Oracle card, which is Whirling Goddess. So let's read one final message from the Rumi guidebook. Lose your head. Not a single thread that has a head can go through the eye of the needle. Rumi. There is somewhere you are meant to be. It is here now, in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, and fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole. But your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked, even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond. Leave your mind to be in its struggles for a moment. This oracle brings you a message. You are at a point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world, and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy leap. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. You are ready, sweet soul dancer. You are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out, or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild, and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner, for I am already inviting you on the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. Know nothing and dance, sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. Wow, what a beautiful message from Rumi to close out the reading. Thank you so much to all of you who have shared your own powerful, unique frequency with the reading today. If I resonate with you, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel, join our beautiful community of like-minded, conscious, creative beings here on YouTube. Of course, if the messages here are connecting for you and you are feeling guided to explore the extended reading on Patreon, all of that information is in the pinned comment and description box under the video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love, wishing you an amazing weekend, and I will connect with you here again in Monday's reading.